Hey guys, your girl Steffi Jo. Today we are depotting MAC eyeshadows. What does that mean? That means we're taking these eyeshadows, the ones that come in these individual containers, and we're taking them out of these containers so I could put them in a Z palette. I decided to depot some eyeshadows and put them in a nice travel-friendly Z palette because let's be serious, you want to travel with these are just like, it's just so much. You should open like 4 of them and, you know, switch in between. Look, don't nobody got time for all that. Instead, I'd rather take them out, pop them into a Z palette and take them in and out whenever I feel like it. So if you would like to learn how to depot some MAC eyeshadows, stay tuned. So the items you're going to need are parchment paper, a heating source. This is my flat iron, your empty Z palette that you're going to place all of your eyeshadows in. Of course, the eyeshadows you're going to depot, I have 4 right here, tweezers, a clothespin. These are the stickers to go underneath the MAC shadows so they could stick into your Z palette, and gummy bears. So the first thing we're going to have to do is remove the eyeshadow, from the casing. So now to remove this, we're going to take our trusty tweezers. A lot of videos I've seen, they like you to start from the front right here where it opens, but I like to go at it from back here just because I like to back to MAC these, and you have to preserve the integrity of the actual shadow so you could return them and they don't look all janky. So what you're going to do is, I'm jumping to my flat tweezers because this works better, but you just stick one side of the tweezers into the side right here and you just pop it up. And it comes out into 2 pieces, shell and the eyeshadow. I'm going to do this to all of these shadows. Yeah, it's much easier with these tweezers, with these flatter tweezers. So yeah, so again, we're gonna open it and there is a slit. I'm trying to find a good angle for you guys. There's a slit right here in the back on the sides that it's already open. These tweezers just happen to fit perfectly in there. And you just hold it still and pop it out. Just wiggle it back and forth in there and it will pop out. Back at it, stick it in. Oh, that came out too easily. And last but not least, this is all that glitters. And she's out. So now that we have all the shadows out, it's time to warm up your flat iron. Turning her on to, let's see, 50 is the hottest. I'm just gonna keep it on 40. You're going to want to lay your flat iron down on its side, like so. And now for the parchment paper. You're going to want to put it right there on the flat iron. Maybe upside down. Yeah, right there on the flat iron. This is just to prevent from the plastic to sticking to your flat iron, because Lord, you could destroy some flat irons doing this. Okay, so now that your flat iron is nice and hot, I suggest you take your pin. You get this ready. Be careful now. So you open your pin. We're going to start with one at a time. We're going to place one eyeshadow onto the surface so it could warm up. Though you're waiting for the flat iron to melt the glue that sticks the pan to this plastic part, but you don't want to let it get too hot or else it warps. So once you get that in there and it's nice and hot, you could kind of see it. I like to use the safety pin and poke the center. Okay, it's not hot enough. So you're just going to wait for this for about 10 seconds, maybe 15. You don't want it too hot or else you will burn yourself. I've burnt myself. Please don't burn yourself. So the next steps are going to go by really, 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 really quick. I suggest also you're gonna need a marker just so you can write down what color these are. I know what colors they are on the top of my head, but I also like to write them down on the bottom of the eyeshadow. So it starts to melt, and as you can see, it started to distort it. So this is really hot, guys. So as you can see, if you just push the center, it starts to lift the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow pan is really hot. We're gonna use the flat tweezers. You're going to use your tweezers to take the eyeshadow out and place it on the excess parchment paper, because that is very hot, believe it or not. Okay, so I'm just gonna start fast forwarding through this process because it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. Just put it on a flat iron, poke it with the hairpin when it melts a little bit, and pick it up with the tweezers. Now on the bottom of each eyeshadow, there is a bit of glue. You can remove that with rubbing alcohol. I chose not to because I was gonna stick a sticker on it anyway. So, I mean, that's up to you. You can remove it with rubbing alcohol, like I said, but we're just gonna go fast forward through all of these and get her done. Also, it's gummy bear time. Remember those? Yes, I know you do. I ain't forget my gummy bears. I kind of made a hole in this one, so you really gotta watch this because it will warp a lot. So now that you've depotted everything, it's time to shut off your flat iron. So now is the next step. Oh well, the final step. Getting them from this into this. So we're gonna take the sticker off, stick the shadow right on it, and now it's magnetized. Yay! So now I could stick to your book and not wiggle around. Now we're gonna do this, for the rest of them. So I hope this video helped somebody out here because I'm so happy now that I have a Z palette that holds 9 individual shadows and I could just pack this and go. And I can actually put my Makeup Geek shadows in here, I can put my Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows in here and not have to worry about them breaking, or it's just more travel friendly than carrying a bunch of these around, right? Like, who wants to carry a bunch of these? I'm going to leave a link for this 12 eyeshadow palette and also for this 9 eyeshadow Z palette down below. And I hope you guys found this video informative. It's your girl Steffi Joe, and until next time, thanks for watching. Bye guys.